Hey guys, how's it going? Michael Troy here. Today we have another indie creator comic spotlight. We're looking at Sundays in Space, the profit loss ratio miniseries, the latest offering from cartoonist Dan Goodwin. So that is what we're looking at today. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Hit that like button and let's get right into it. All right, so Dan Goodwin is a really cool, fun cartoonist. I really love his style. I've covered his books before on my channel. I think it was the first issue of Sundays in Space, Profit Loss Ratio, this miniseries. We're looking at part 2 and 3 of 4. As you can see, this cover is so cool, filled with a lot of dense detail. I love the logo. My only note on the logo would be like, it's so detailed and like sometimes it's a little hard to read. Like on this cover, it totally blends into the cover. But that said, it's such a cool ass logo. I think the way to save that would be to like do it all in one color, and then it would just pop out and you would be able to read it. Quick, easy fix. That's really my only note. Because the rest of it looks amazing. I love Dan's style. It definitely has like this energetic, bombastic sort of cartoon vibe. The whole book reminds me of like a Saturday morning cartoon. It's told in like these little vignettes. And it's just a lot of fun. I can't help but feel like some sort of 90s influence as well. And it's definitely like graffiti art meets manga meets really fun cartooning. So I think it's like a really fresh, fun style, and I really think that it stands out from a lot of the other art that I see. And I also have to say, like, even though I, sort of called out the logo for being a little difficult to read, the rest of the book is just, like, everything is so completely professional and on point. Like, a lot of times when you're self-publishing or doing indie books, it is so hard. So I have to give major props and credit to Dan for, like, taking it so far and just like consistently turning it out and just doing the work and having it look amazing. Because a lot of times, like, I was thinking like this looks just like as good as anything put out by Image or IDW or Boom Studios or whatever. Sometimes when a bigger company picks up a smaller publisher like this, they would ask for certain changes to have it be more polished, and like lettering is often an issue. A lot of books get re-lettered, but I have to say, I really think that everything looks so on point. Like, I would totally publish it as is with no changes. The lettering looks great. The coloring is amazing. So this is like mostly a one-man show. Dan Goodwin featuring Jovana Plata on colors. And I have to give major props to Jovana as well, because he's found a great collaborator with Jovana as a colorist. I'm a colorist myself, and I'm like looking at this. I feel like it would be so intimidating to color, but so much fun at the same time. And Jovana just like nails it. Like, she's perfect for Dan's style. So good match there. This is like, what are they, like space junk collectors or something like that? Like, definitely like world building happening, like I can never say anamorphic or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Creatures that look like animals and humans at the same time. But it's just a lot of fun. Like it said, it reminds me of like graffiti art or street art, but then it has like the dense detail of like a Jeff Darrow or like a Mobius. So it's sort of like this great hybrid of like graffiti plus European street art. Dan has featured a lot of pinups in here. I love that. With love within the indie community. I've seen a lot of names that I recognize. This looks like it was by Jovana Plata. I love to see like, him using the colorist and giving her a pinup too, because most colorists are artists themselves, and just do coloring to make money, or they love it or whatever. But I feel like a lot of colorists are artists in their own right, and look how different it is from Dan's style. So like weird that they would ever match up and think that they would make such a great collaboration together, but it happened. Here's another chapter. these just characters just lend themselves to like so, like I said, just like Saturday morning cartoons. I can totally see it. It's just like a really fun romp, you know. You can totally dive into the story and be invested. The pacing is amazing. We're always getting like fun panels like this exploding off the page. The expressiveness in these characters, I love these little like reptilian characters. It's just all the greatness of like, I keep saying it, but let's throw in, since it is called Sundays in Space, perhaps that name came from the Sunday Funnies. I don't remember. Pin up here by Jerome Cabanatin, another amazing cartoonist that I see all over the place. I forget the name of his book, but he just did a Kickstarter not too long ago. So shout out to Jerome. I hope I pronounced your name right because there's a lot of syllables in it. And, I like this because, it's very user friendly with like these little vignettes and stuff. Like you can just jump in and sort of go along for the ride and, an enjoyable, like, one-time sitting. You know what I mean? You can just jump in and enjoy this comic and just really for the art. I mean, not just for the art, but for the art alone, I would be in it. But the story is fun and engaging, and the dialogue is, like, witty and on point. This is another pinup from Gerard Rule. I think I recently discovered his work, and it's really, I love his coloring. Very cool. And some, like, little fake ads in the back here. Nice touches like that I love. Back cover by, who did he say this was? Paco Rodriguez. I love this cover. That looks so much fun. I think it's a testament to, especially an indie creator, when you can get, like, people excited to do pinups for your book and have them look this good, and it's not Batman or Spider-Man or Superman or Wolverine. This cover is really cool. I love it. I don't know what it's reminding me of. Rob Liefeld's Blood Wolf? Is that what it is? I don't know, but it's so much fun either way. Profit-loss ratio, issue 3 of 4 by Dan Goodwin. So I think he does like a series of mini-series. I'm not sure. Diego Toro on the back cover and Jovana Plata on colors as well. It's very interesting to note that while the coloring style is consistent, I feel like it looks a lot different from last issue. So I kind of like that, like thematic in a way. Like the colors feel warmer here. Maybe that echoes the story. I mean, look at the insane amount of detail. Like I said, like perfect collaboration between cartoonist and colorist. I mean, I can't even imagine how Dan navigates all the minutia of the details in here. And then once again, I have to say as a colorist, if I open the file and got this black and white line work, I would just be like, but then after taking a deep breath, I would be like, okay, let's do this. Legend of a New Hope. Wow, that is a if you watch my channel, I love a good 2-page spread. And talk about ambitious. This is so cool. This is so beyond and next level. Once again, I have to speak of the chemistry between colorist and cartoonist. To be able to pull this off on such a striking, this is just stunning, I have to say. Like, what a great book. I'm going to link it in the description to Dan's site so you can get these books from him because, as you know, I'm always bringing hidden gems to the world via my channel. Indie comic goodness. This is so much fun. I love it. It looks particularly violent here, but, in a sort of Acme cartoon, Looney Tunes kind of way. The coloring, the texture, and I don't know, it's so cool. Like, this is so different. I love that. I love when, you get something, like, really unexpected thrown in. Another divine pinup from Jovana Plata. Where is your, like, comic book, Jovana? I want to see that for sure. Who is this? Mad Cat. I like it. Very fitting. Very fits in with the aesthetic of the book. But kind of, like, love the watercolor colors look. Another chapter, user not found. That is fun. I love that very much. I love the chapter breaks, in case I didn't mention that. I don't know if they're all the same. But nice touch. Like, it definitely like brands the book, and I think that when you're kind of a one-man indie show, you definitely, oh, I love that. That's like so mumbly from like the Laugh Olympics vibes. The cartooning here is good. Like, I can't help but think of my friend Joe Janofsky, another great cartoonist. You know, just, I love just like really deep down cartooning. We're getting a little bit of Bakshi here, and just so many fun influences all over the place. I also love the ambition of like the panels across the page, but all of this detail in these buildings and this fence behind it. This is crazy. Like, I don't even know. I gotta get you on my show for a little Zoom chat so we can talk about your process and art and stuff. That would be so much fun, Dan. So let's line that up, eh? That is so cute with the head on upside down. This is just a really beautiful, fun comic book. If you love cartoons, if you love indie, if you love manga, if you love like European comics, if you love video games, I'm feeling that all over it as well. Just some great, fun pinups. I might have to send you a pinup, Dan. What do you think? Anyway, another great chapter break. I think it is kind of the same one, but they're colored different and definitely like have different titles. So, like I said, just a nice touch. I love the way this character on the cover looks. It is so much fun. What a great comic. I mean, and congratulations, Dan. I guess issue 4 will be coming soon, and I'm excited to see what's next. Such a great comic. Sundays in Space, y'all. The latest indie comic that you all need to pick up from Dan Goodwin. It's so much fun. Definitely follow the link in the description and pick this up today. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Hit that like button, and I will bring you more soon.